This is Gary Vaynerchuk. He's an entrepreneur, public speaker, author, investor, and internet personality. He was an early investor in tech companies such as Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and Snapchat. And he's just launched his newest project, VeeFriends. What is happening, people? My name is Robbie, and today I'm going to be telling you all about Gary V's newest NFT project, VeeFriends. So I've done a few videos on NFTs now, and I presume if you're watching this you already understand the concept of non-fungible tokens. If you're not familiar with NFTs, I'll add a link to the previous YouTube video where I explain the whole concept. But before I go any further on Gary V and NFTs, you know the drill, I cannot continue this video until you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And now we've got that out of the way, let's get to it. So an NFT is a digital asset that represents a wide range of tangible and non-tangible collectible items. These range from digital real estate, to sports cards, to pieces of art and anything else you can really think of. Think of it like a collector's item like trainers, watches, wine, sports memorabilia, but in digital format. And with this explosion of NFTs being talked about in social media and new records being set in how much people are paying for NFTs, there's been a lot of speculation on whether this is a bubble, if the prices are too high, and what purpose an NFT actually serves. But Gary V has been very vocal in his opinion on NFTs recently, and he's just launched his first project in the space, and it's actually quite impressive. Recently I started to notice Gary was posting a lot of little drawings of cartoon characters that he'd done himself. I wouldn't go as far to call it art, it was very questionable. It looked like the stuff I drew in primary school. Some examples being genuine giraffe, vibing vampire, an insightful Irish terrier. I started to think that he was maybe losing his marbles a little bit. He's lost interest in the marketing, he's lost interest in social media, and he wants to start a new career as an artist. But the more often I seen him tweeting about NFTs, the more I started to put the pieces together. I started to ponder on the fact that there was probably something big coming, as I'm sure a lot of other people did, and VeeFriends is that big thing. So VeeFriends is a collection of 10,255 collectible NFTs, and these are available for purchase through the blockchain using Ethereum. The 10,255 tokens are split into three categories: the admission tokens, of which there are 9,400, gift tokens, of which there are 555, and access tokens, of which there are 300. And within these categories, there are subcategories. So admission tokens are what I describe as the most basic of the collection. These are different variations of the same card with different rarities, which obviously makes some more valuable than others in the resale market. All of these tokens give you access to Gary's newest convention, VeeCon, and this is the first step to adding utility to NFTs. Not only do you own a collectible item in the card itself, which you can then potentially resell for profit at a later date, you also have access to VeeCon for 3 years, and this comes with every NFT in the full collection. The next level is gift tokens. There are 555 of these tokens, and they're called gift goats. The VeeFriends website describes them as verifiable tokens to a gifting experience curated by Gary and the VeeFriends team. So you can decipher that however you like. I'm not really sure how to take that. It's still not clear what the purpose is of these specific gift goats, but I'm sure Gary and his team will keep everyone updated on social media on what the purpose of these is as time goes on. The next level is access tokens, and these are the exciting tokens. To start, there are 165 access tokens, and these are as follows. There are 10 breakfast bats, 10 brunch bears, 10 lunch ladybugs, 10 dinner deer, and 125 hangout hawks. These are all pretty self-explanatory. The breakfast bats give you the opportunity to attend a breakfast event with Gary and the other breakfast bat card holders. This same idea obviously applies to the brunch, the lunch and the dinner tokens. The 125 hangout hawks give you access to an online Q&A event with Gary. The next level is one-to-one access. There are 108 tokens under this category, and these all have various opportunities where you can have a one-to-one meeting with Gary. Some examples are FaceTime, an invitation to a game of poker, a trip to the gym, and loads more. The competition access tokens are similar to the one-to-one access tokens, but these are on the basis of doing a specific activity with Gary. For example, playing video games, playing bowling, or playing tennis. If you're a fan of Gary V, or even if you just want to learn something off one of the most famous marketers on social media, these NFTs have serious major value, completely different to the concept of NFTs at the minute, which is essentially just owning digital pieces of art in the hopes that the value may go up over time. The final set of VeeFriends is the most exclusive set, with only 5 existing. These are called Sorcerer Scholarship cards. These tokens are different to the others as you can't buy these, you can only apply for them. You're applying for what is called scholarship access, and if successful, you're granted the opportunity to receive coaching and mentoring from Gary and his close network. I presume because you can't buy these tokens, you also can't resell them, but I'm sure Gary has a plan on some way that these can be reused after a certain period of time, so a new applicant gets the opportunity to be mentored by Gary. So that is a summary of all 10,255 VeeFriends. As I mentioned before, as far as I can gather, this is the best case of utility being added to NFTs that we've seen so far. And hopefully this paves the way for other creators, artists and businesses to follow suit and make the NFT space more plausible long term. On the day that I film this video is the launch date of VeeFriends. So it'll be very interesting to see how this pans out, what the resale market looks like, how VeeFriends is received by the public, and I'll look back at this in 6 months, maybe a year, and we'll see if it's progressed into new collections, new utility being added, or if anyone else has followed on and taken a similar approach to NFTs. Gary's developed a reputation for being ahead of the curve when it comes to a lot of different technology and social media platforms, so it's time to see if he's ahead of the curve in this one as well. Thank you as always for watching. Don't forget to like the video, comment below on which VeeFriend you'd like to buy, and I will see you on Monday for a new video.